1970, we sure we did the forefront. Knowledge for selfish, for sure we did the work. Auditorium to basement of all faculty of law. We did represent, stand tall anywhere we go. Work hard and we shine, commitment, dedication. Neurosurgery, comedy, music, Nollywood. SOTK, Dr. Call, MC Casino. We did represent, stand tall anywhere we go. Great Uniben, great Uniben, great Uniben, great Uniben.
Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of the Uniben Alumni series. As you all know, this is a show where we promote the University of Benin, one of the greatest tertiary institutions in West Africa. And on this show, we bring alumni of the institution on board, where they speak about their time as students of Uniben and what they are currently doing, and more importantly, how the institution has influenced what they currently do. And on today's episode, we have an entrepreneur, health and wellness coach as well. She's Eseosa Edo. Thank you very much, Mrs. Edo, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Eseosa Edo, she bagged the Bachelor of Science degree in local government under the Political Science and Public Administration Department, then when both departments were one, from the Faculty of Social Sciences, University of Benin. Mrs. Edo, we'll start from there. Why local government? Why local government administration? Because I know not all universities have the course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
And at a particular time, it's not a course that has been in the university for quite a long time. I think came
No, it hasn't.
Yeah. So, what influenced your choice to study local?
Okay. Actually, local government administration was not my first choice.
Okay.
Before I entered into the University of Benin, I had always wanted to read law, but after some time, I was like, okay, let's do theater arts. Then again, I said mass communication, but local government administration was what was available at the moment. That was what I was given, so I just had to jump on it.
Okay. It appears, as you just mentioned, that law was your first choice. Why did you choose? Why did you want to study law at that time? What were the things or individuals that influenced that choice of yours?
Oh, I remember while growing up, and we are discussing in the house or church conferences and all of that. And when I stand up to talk, they'll be like, are you sure you will not read law like this? You know how to argue, you know how to win something, you know how to. So I was, especially my mom, she would be like, this would fit you. You know how to do justice to stuff. And I was like, okay, let's do this.
Okay.
That was just it. And
Okay.
of course, I had people. They were these twins, that I used to know back in the days, and one of them was actually a lawyer. She looked so fine in a wig, I don't know if it's wig now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime I see her, and guess what? She was actually my namesake. So I was like, I want to be like her. I want to be a lawyer like her. Because anytime she comes to church, then people always look up to her. People always admire her. And I was one of those people. And I was like, if reading law can be like this, then I think I need to do this. but local government administration happened.
Okay. Let's talk about your time in Uniben. What are those memories that you look back to and said, okay, it was actually a moment. What's a
Towards
day?
okay, Uniben. Anytime we hear Uniben, anytime we go out and we're asked, where do you school? And you say University of Benin. I don't like, what? University of Benin. That University of Benin gave, I don't know, let me talk for myself. There's this thing that comes with Uniben. It makes you stand out. I'm not saying other universities are not good or they don't make. I'm talking about Uniben, right? So
Yeah, go ahead.
Uniben, what did you say?
Yeah, I said, go ahead.
Okay, so there's this thing that comes with being a student of University of Benin, and when I gained admission, I the lecturers, I liked the lecturers because they were you had every character in all of them. So while you're seeing the one who is strict, you're seeing the one who is very funny and strict, and seeing the one that will just tell you, okay, leave my office first and come back. So everything, it was a mixture of, different characters. And I would say Uniben really impacted me in various ways. I used to be very I wasn't outspoken. I can be somewhere and no one will know I'm there. I can actually go somewhere to ask about something or to check on something or to talk about something, and I can't talk. It was that bad. When I get there, the only thing I'm doing, I'm smiling. And they would have to ask me, oh yeah, what can we do for you? So when I became a student of Uniben, you must talk. You must be outspoken. You must be confident. You must let me use the word dogged. You are Uniben taught me a lot. It it made me know who I am. It made me know that I could do a whole lot more than I thought I could do. You understand? So whenever I go to the first time I went to a lecturer's office, and when I entered, I was just smiling. And I guess the lecturer would be like, here's this one from again. So so while I entered, I was smiling. The lecturer was like, okay, how can I help you? I was like, good day, sir. You wanted to, or you want to. Where are you from? What department? What? So the lecturer was like, the lecturer actually looked at another lecturer and was like, okay, come in. What do you say you want? And they said, I want it. No, what do you want? So that moment, I was able to open up, and the lecturer was like, see, when you go into an office, be bold. No one is doing you anything. You came here for something. You should be able to express yourself. And I think Uniben did a whole lot more than that for me. It's opened my eyes. It's, there's this lecturer that will be like, there's a word he uses. It's a Benin slang. I don't know if it's Benin slang or Pidgin slang. I don't know, but he would say when he comes to class and he wants something done, he would be like, why you people doing sme? That's what it is. Why are people doing sme? Do people do no, I don't like sme. You need to be agile, you need to be active. Get this thing done. So I actually miss Uniben, but it is what it is.
Okay, I quite agree with you that because I've had a lot of guests on the show and they talk about how Uniben has made them to articulate better, as you mentioned.
Yes.
It gives you strong confidence. You could walk
True.
into a new room and you could stand out because of
True.
what you've learned, the processes you've gone through in Uniben. And still on that, how has these things or has this attribute you got from Uniben, has they influenced what you do today, either in entrepreneurship, your awareness and health venture, even motherhood? How has your lessons from Uniben influenced these things?
You know, Uniben, like I said earlier, the confidence, the boldness, the strength. There's one thing Uniben does. Even if you're lazy, even if you're lazy, you would you would become strong. You will become, I don't know, because you have assignments to submit, you have exams to read for, you have impromptu tests to write.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can't say, you can't be in that class and a lecturer comes in and say, oh, we're doing this test now, and you start complaining and say, "Ah, I can't do it though, this is not for me." When results come out, you would know if it's for you or not. So what it has actually helped me in motherhood and business and everything I do, the confidence aspect, because most times when we talk to clients, we should, especially business owners, there's, if you're not confident in what you do, people will not take you seriously. They won't even believe in what you do. They won't even come back again. Then this trend, you know, shuffling between business,
Mother,
wellness,
yeah.
motherhood, you understand, it's not easy. But because you know what you want to achieve in life, because you know you want to help people heal, because you want to, you you find it, you find happiness in what you do, you just want to have that strength. And that strength is what I actually got from Uniben, trying to meet up assignments, trying to meet up project work, trying to meet up activities. You
Mm,
understand? So you can't be lazy, and that is how it has helped me now.
okay, that's great to hear. You're a serial entrepreneur. Can you walk us through your journey? First off, what influenced you to go into entrepreneurship? You studied local government. We're hoping you could go, or the mindset for most people that graduate from departments like that, or the
Hmm.
political science, public administration, local government, that they'll go into the public sector and be part of the administration. But you went into entrepreneurship where almost immediately you came out of the university and you have gone from one business to the other to
Oh,
the
no,
other.
so another.
Yeah. So what influenced that? What gave you that enthusiasm to go into business, to go into entrepreneurship?
Okay, a lot of people do not know this. I actually started selling. I actually started business at a very young age. It wasn't mine, it was actually my mom's. So I actually started selling, buying and selling from a very, very tender age. I think I was in primary school, where when I closed from school, I go to her office and help her open a shop. You know, she was actually selling kitchen utensils then, kitchen
Mm,
stuffs, you know. And apart from that, I would go hawk water. You know, pure it wasn't even pure water then.
Such,
It was
such,
cold water. That one they
no,
tie
yes.
in, yeah. So it wasn't even pure water. Okay, from that one to sachet water, pure water, what we call pure water. So I started from a very tender age, and after some time I entered university, and while I was even in Uniben, I was doing lots of other businesses.
No,
I didn't want to just be there. I wanted, like, I'm one of those people that will be like, I love money. I like to make my own money. I love to have my own money. You understand that kind of thing. So
yeah.
I didn't want to be idle. I always look for something to do. Anything trending, anything people sought after at that moment. I jump into it, buy it, and sell it. Even during COVID, where people were wanting sanitizers, I jumped into it. And people were like, "You sell everything?" I'm like, yeah, I sell everything legal, you know. So this thing actually started from a very tender age. I think my mom had a role to play, and the fact that I don't like being idle. I like making my own money. I think that's what's actually influenced that part. So it was easy for me after university to just go into something else and establish that, and even get the business registered. So that's it.
Okay. Let's talk about your health and wellness coaching venture.
Okay.
I see. Ask again. How did you get into it? What motivated you? I understand that these days, thankfully, a lot of people are taking their health seriously these days.
Wrestling. Yes.
Obviously, as a result of more research, more exposure in that regards, and
All right.
yes, what made you go into it as a coach, not just someone who is taking our health serious, but as a coach, teaching others, helping others live healthier life and all that. So what's
Okay. So more than 3 years ago, I was in a phase where I needed answers. Okay. So after the birth of my child, I was in the kitchen. I actually went to the kitchen that very moment, and I was looking for what to eat. Not because there wasn't food available. There was, but I said to myself, because around that time I was battling a lot: postpartum anxiety, um, exhaustion, borderline blood pressure. Then in the pregnancy, I suffered gestational diabetes. So um it's not like doctors weren't doing what they could, right? But I felt there were more I could do. So after much research and all of that, I reached out to some dietitians, some holistic coach, and all of that. It was actually overwhelming, because I was searching for what would work for me as a busy mom. You understand? Because a lot of people do not know that it's not one size fits all.
yeah,
What works for one might not work for another. So
definitely.
while I was reaching out to these persons, they'll be like, "This thing works, it works." So I was trying everything, but I was not, nothing was actually working at that time. So even postpartum anxiety, I went to hospital. I kept doing series of tests, looking for what was not there. You understand? So, and while I was in my kitchen, I was like, I think it's high time you learn what works for you, okay? And and I longed for practical solutions that was not just quick fixes, something that would stand, that would
Yeah,
help me for a long time, not just fixing that, because that's what most people do. They want quick fixes, something for now. I wanted something that would become a lifestyle. So when I was able to, right in my kitchen, like I said, while I was there, I said, okay, let me try modern nutrition with herbal wisdom and a whole lot of other things. And I was able to help myself. As at that time, I was actually weighing 110 kg. Also battling postpartum anxiety, like I said before, high blood pressure, and gestational diabetes I was coming out from because I had just given birth. So after doing all of that, and it worked for me, right?
yeah,
That was when a friend of mine, very good friend of mine, told me, this thing has worked for you. Why not help other women that may be going through same? and I've been looking for answers but can't get. Why not start teaching what you know and what has worked for you? And right then, I started with 1, with 2, with 3, and that was how Eseosa awareness started. And by God's grace, over the years, I've coached more than 3,000 women. I can say all over the world, because I've had clients from America, from UK, from even I've coached Togolese, and so that's how it started.
That,
Yes,
that,
right from my
that's
kitchen.
Yeah, that's good to hear. And you've had different, is it camps? You call them, you different,
Programs,
oh yeah, different.
different boot camps. Yes.
Yes, there are different times. What can you say is your greatest fulfillment so far from your students? What testimony? You do not need to share the name of the individual here,
Okay.
but what solution have you preferred to that individual that you think that's your greatest fulfillment so far in this journey?
So far,
Mm,
I have a lot, but I think I'm going to share just 2.
okay.
I have a lot because every day testimonies keep coming in, and I'm always fulfilled that people find healing. Okay, so if I can't, a whole lot, especially from women who hadn't seen their period for 6 7 months, they get it restored using herbs, using nutrition. And I tell people, food is your first medicine. Food is medicine. So if you want to heal, it starts right from your kitchen
Mm,
before anything else. So then the very first one, she has been trying to conceive for the past 7 years. Although she had a child already, but the child was already 8 years thereabouts, and since then she could not again for
mm,
that 7 years. And she came to me and I was like, okay, um, let's do this. I asked some questions and all of that. We went back and forth, and by God's grace, she has a child already again. So she gave birth, and it was like she said, it was easy. It wasn't like she hadn't done that in years. You understand? So when she called and said she was pregnant, but she was scared, I was like, why are you scared? Don't worry, you get to tell, because what we do, we don't just prefer solutions. We don't just say, take this and use. What we do, we walk the journey with you. We make sure you're seen, you're safe, you are encouraged, you are, in short, throughout the journey. Whatever anybody comes with or whatever they're battling, we don't just say, do this. No, we try to make sure you're on the right path. You get. So we she got pregnant, and we walked the journey with her, and by God's grace, she gave birth safely and successfully. Then another one. For a very long time, we lost contact, and she we got talking again through a group, and she said that she wanted solutions for something. And I asked her, please, do you have any health medical history? Because that is what we do. We don't just jump into anything. We
yeah.
ask for test results. We ask for um, any history that we need to know. You understand? And she said, I have high blood pressure that I've been battling for the past 7 years, but I'm on medication and they've been changing and all of that. I said, you are asking, what you should be asking for is actually solution for the high blood pressure, not this other thing you came for. We can't be doing this other thing, and this high blood pressure is high. So how high is it? And she said systolic is 200 and diastolic is 120. I said, how long now? She said 7 years, but she's on medication. I said, yes, I heard the first time. Have you done kidney function test? Have you done this one? Have you done, what are they saying? Have you done ECG? I listed number of things. She said, yes, so she has been doing, they're not seeing anything. And the past 7 years you've been on medication, the lowest you're getting is still 180. How is that possible? So I told her, you need to run test again, because she said she had not done test in some months, because basically she said the doctors are always telling her to do tests every 3 or 2 months because they are scared. Even with medication, why are the numbers not going down? So I told her, how do you eat? She said, I eat healthy, I do everything healthy. And what some people do not know, you can eat healthy and it won't be healthy for you. That's what some people don't know.
What do you mean by
Right
that?
now, some persons will be like, oh, I eat fruits. In the morning, I take grapes. In the afternoon, I eat apple. In the evening. But they do not know that their sugar level might be dancing, insulin resistance. So not all fruits are good for everybody. So you can be eating healthy and it's not healthy for you at that point. So I told her, okay, have you done all these tests? She said, yes, go and do it again. And when she came back, the results were so clean. And what I told her, I said, God loves you. With these numbers for the past 7 years, God loves you. And initially, I referred her to other persons because most times I feel when I work with people I know, they don't get serious. Though, I was like, oh yeah, go and meet this person. And she was like, oh, I've gone to chat them, but I want you to. I said, no, go and meet another person. So after going back and forth, one day she just told me she was in the hospital. They rushed her to the hospital that she had 200 again. And something in me, I just said, God, this is it. You have given me this ability, right? To be able to use what you've created to help people, right? I want to do this. I pray she gets results from this. Should be our last bus stop, So, and I rushed to the hospital to meet her and I gave some herbs because what I do, I actually don't we don't do just food alone. We actually use, like I said, modern nutrition with herbal wisdom to give people what they want, solutions. Yeah. So I told her, okay, let's start with this, let's do this. So for like 1 week, it dropped to 170, 160. Then after 2 weeks, we were getting 150, 140. And she was excited. Babe, oh, please. I've not gotten this number in past years. I said, in the past 2 years. She said, 2 years, K. I can't even remember. I was like, even with medication, I said, don't be happy yet. We are not there yet. And in the next few days, we started one morning, she started crying. See the result I got. Oh, I kept doing it over and over again. I kept checking. I'm getting 117.77. Is this really my result? I was so happy. It was one, I can say, one of the greatest so far. Like I said, I've had different, plenty, many, but this is one of the greatest so far that in just few weeks, even with medication, I'm not saying medication is not good. Medication from your doctors, I'm not saying they are not good, but most times food is medicine. Your lifestyle changes can have a great deal, can change a whole lot. So I had to work on her food again. I told her, yes, you are eating healthy, but we have to do without this, that. And there was a day we got 88, 70. I told her, calm down. And before the 88, 70, the doctor, she had to call the doctor. The doctor was like, whatever you are doing, keep doing it. What? In 7 years, I've been taking care of you, not getting this number, even with medication, because they had to even increase the doses. So at the end of the day, the doctor had to tell her, stop those medication. And she kept doing what she was doing. And one day we had 88. I told her, babe, from me, stop what you are doing. You've tried. We need to re-strategize because these numbers are getting too low and I am worried. So we had to re-strategize. And by God's grace, since then, it's been normal. No medication. She's not even using herbs now because we're scared. It doesn't go lower than normal. And the testimony is she typed one very long testimony for me, and I cried because it's, like I said, one of the biggest ever. For 7 years, she has been on medication. They increased the dosage, and she wasn't even getting 150. She wasn't getting 170 for the past 7 years. But when she came to us, by God's grace, she got 117, 77, and even went lower. So I
Okay.
think that is, yes, that is
Yes.
one of, yeah.
Thank you. We are gradually coming to the end of the interview, and I want to move slightly away. This is probably
Okay.
the last question. I want to move away from wellness and health. Let's talk
So,
about Edo Connection. You are the founder of Edo Connection. Yes.
yes,
I'm a proud member of the group, and
right.
it's a group that it has been existing for over is it 7 years?
7 years.
Yes.
Yes.
Then we celebrated 7 years recently. Yes. What are the gains so far from the group? This is a group that comprises of Edolites, people from
Yes.
Edo State, all parts of Edo State. You brought them
Yes.
under one umbrella for progress, for connection, and for all and all. What has been the gains by members so far, group?
Looking back, we can't even, if I start to mention, maybe we would not live here.
Yeah, we just want to do it briefly because we have about 30
So,
seconds to go.
since we created the group, a lot of firstly, I can say boldly, and uh, lots of members. I want to use lots of members because some people are actually doing it and we are not hearing about it. People have actually found their life partners. That's a big gain to me. One of the greatest gain. They found their life partners. And also people were able to start up businesses for some persons, and other persons were able to give them grants. They got grants from people because members of the group are not just based in Edo State. We have members in diaspora, we have members all over the world, but from Edo State in the group. So there are some persons in the group, some top Edolites, they like to help. So most times when they tell us, oh, we have this thing, what can you do with this thing? And I and my team, we come together to say, post something in the group and tell people, oh, write a proposal and all of that. So a lot of persons have been able to get grants. They're able to start businesses, contracts, and
Yeah.
lots of other gains. Like I said, the greatest of them all is the life partner. To me, life partner.
Okay.
And so
Thank,
many others.
thank,
Like I said, if we start calling them now,
yeah.
we won't be here.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Eseosa Edo. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
taking time to be part of this program today.
Thank you so much.
I've been speaking with an entrepreneur and health and wellness coach, Mrs. Eseosa Edo. We've been speaking about her time at the University of Benin and what she do currently as health and wellness coach. Continue to subscribe to our channel. We're bringing more exclusive interviews of Uniben alumni. Bye for now.
1970, we sure we did the forefront. Knowledge for service, for sure we did the work. Auditorium to basement of all faculty of law.